I hear people talk a lot about their childhood and how it contributed to the choices that they made. So I ended up in federal prison with a 7-year prison sentence. And how did my upbringing contribute to that? So I thought I would just share. I've had people ask. I'm the oldest of 7 children. My mother was extremely loving and compassionate. She was a super hippie, still is. All things natural, never wore a bra. We had a lot of fun. She was an actress and a photographer, very creative. And my father was a very structured, hardworking, kind of more A-type personality person who had PTSD from Vietnam. And my parents were both really kind of marched to their own drum. They read a lot and they instilled that in us, reading and trying to figure things out for ourselves. I struggled as the oldest of those children. By the time I was 12 or 13, I really struggled with any kind of rules or boundaries. My teenage years were rough. When a kid is raised with no rules, by the time I was 14 and 15, I was not listening to anything my parents had to say or anything the school had to say. And it took me until my later 20s to finally calm down and figure out that I was the problem. So I started to try to figure things out a little bit, started my own business. That's one thing I'm grateful my parents gave me, was just this you can do anything attitude, hard work, and just go start a business, right? What led to my prison sentence was a lack of integrity. Like, I got involved in illegal real estate deals and just thought I could do anything. And it wasn't just one or two. I was kind of in the middle of a bunch of these equity deals where people were pulling cash out of houses. And I was involved in getting high appraisals and structuring the deals. And that's why I ended up going to prison. Now, here's the thing that I think really helped me once I got to prison. My parents' out of the box thinking. Because my parents taught me that I do not have to follow the crowd. So I'm in prison. There's a whole bunch of people acting a certain way, and I don't have to. In fact, my parents taught me that I could decide what my experiences mean to me. And so I decided that prison wasn't going to be a bad thing, that I was going to make it a good thing, and that I didn't need to be marked by that experience, that I could decide what my experiences mean to me. And I made this decision. I'm going to leave prison an amazing person. And I really fought for that. And I used to teach classes and tell the women in prison, we can become amazing people. The world is cheering us on. I had people ask me in prison, like, were your parents embarrassed? Were they disappointed? Were they angry? No, my parents loved me and believed in me. They knew that I had lost my way, but they also knew that I could find my way because of the principles they taught me. The day that I was sentenced to 7 years in federal prison, my dad gave me a hug and said, Portia, I know you'll be okay. You were born to be brave. That's the kind of parents that I had.